Oh, hi there, my horror friends. This is Andrew, as usual, doing a horror movie review. This one, I guess you could go either way with this. It's not necessarily it's not a Christmas um, horror film, but it's kind of set in a winter setting at some points. So I'm just gonna do it. This one's called a Doctor Sleep. Um, Rotten Tomato gave it a 78%, and the fans give it 89%. So pretty good. This is on HBO Max and I think Hulu, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I'll just kind of do my usual. I'll give you the director and writer, which is Mike Flanagan. Um, if you don't know him, then you probably should check out a lot of his work. He's done Gerald's Game, which is on Netflix, Hush, Oculus, Ouija, Origin of Evil. He's done The Haunting of Hill House TV show, The Haunting of Bly Manor, The Fall of the House of Usher, which just came out this year, which is really good too. I huge recommend for that. Um, so that's the director and writer. It's cool that he can multifaceted. So um, he's a talented dude. Anyways, let's go into the actors. I'm not going to name all of them. I'm just going to give you the ones that are big players in this one. So Ewan McGregor, of course. I don't think I really have to give you any movies he's been in because he's just a fantastic actor. I mean, you would know him as Obi-Wan. Most people. I mean, that's a big one. Moving on, we got Rebecca Ferguson from Dune and Dune 2, I believe. I feel like I've seen her in other things. She just has that familiar face. She's been in a lot of stuff. But she does a fantastic job as the villain in this one. We've also got Kylie Curran, who is in The Fall of the House of Usher. Again, I recommend you go see that one. And a lot of the cast, I like this about Mike Flanagan. He gets a lot of the same actors for his films and his TV shows. Pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of American Horror Story a little bit, but in a different manner. Anyways, I'll just kind of jump into this one. So this is a sequel of The Shining, if you didn't know that, a Stephen King book. And let's just say Stephen King didn't really like the version of The Shining that was made, and I think he read it himself as a mini series or whatever. But he did not like Stanley Kubrick's interpretation of his writings, so he was pretty mad about that. And when Doctor Sleep was coming out as a film, I'm sure Mike Flanagan was like, "Oh man, I really hope I have Stephen King's blessing, and he's gonna love it." And I believe they watched it together, and Stephen King liked it. So that's a big deal. Because I think Mike Flanagan really wanted it to I don't want to say like conclude, because who knows, Mike Flanagan could do a sequel to Doctor Sleep, or Stephen King could do a make this into a 4 book series. Who knows? Anyways, so this one kind of takes place right after The Shining, or not necessarily right after, but I guess it kind of gives you clips from The Shining, and this movie is pure nostalgia if you liked The Shining, or if you've seen Kubrick's interpretation of it. But it has the music from The Shining. It shows you clips of the hotel where Danny's like riding his big wheel or whatever he's got, and I think the actors that they picked to play young Danny and the mom, and even Jack looks pretty good for this. So I think Mike Flanagan did a good job with that, and a lot of the actors are the ones that he has in a lot of his films, but he did a good job with the choices, and I think the script is really solid too. I mean, Stephen King might have helped a little bit with that probably, but just because his writing's so detailed and so descriptive. But anyways, I'm going on because this is one of my favorite movies. Basically, if I give you a summation of the story without even just give you the horror aspects of it, it's a dude that's had a troubled past, and he's trying to find his way out, but he also is trying to avoid his demons, so he just drinks and gets in bar fights and makes poor decisions. And finally he's pushed to the brink of hey man, I need to do something different, man. I need to just get a job, start working, maybe do something good for people. And that's basically what he does. So if you look at it in the context of just a regular life or an addictive lifestyle, which is really prevalent nowadays. I mean, it's always been prevalent, but it's more shown in the public and seen, I guess. But anyways, so Danny, Ewan McGregor, is getting his life back together. Again, there's so much nostalgia and the just the writing. Oh man, it kind of gets me teary eyed a little bit, just because I'm so invested in the films of this series, or whatever you want to call it, The Shining and Doctor Sleep. But there's also this the darker side, even darker side, aside from Ewan McGregor's character, who's going through some rough times. There's a villains, Rebecca Ferguson and her crew, the Knot. They're pretty. They seem like normal people, but they're obviously, I guess you could call them serial killers. But they have these powers. Seems like strength. Some of them have different gifts. Kind of like people who shine, but in a darker sense. They eat the shine from people that have the shining, the magic, the gift, whatever you want to call it. So basically, this is like a good versus evil type film, and the Knot is trying to basically eliminate, or eat anyone who shines. And so Danny ends up having to help a girl that is seeing traumatic things in her head because she has the shining. She doesn't know what it means. She just figures, oh, I'm magic. I have some magic, whatever. I mean, maybe more people have this. And they end up connecting Danny and I always forget her name, but she's Kylie, I think is her name. Her real name, Kylie Curran. But anyways, so they end up trying to stop this terrible group of people, the Knot, that are just murdering people, and they get away with it because they're super connected, and they've been around for, I don't even know, it doesn't really say centuries, it seems like. So basically some people die on both sides, and Danny just is I can't, we gotta go to the the Overlook Hotel and the girl's like, "Whoa, is that the place you were telling me about earlier?" And that was your childhood, pretty much ruined your life. He's like, "Yeah, but you know what? We can't stop. We can't stop. What's her name? Rose the Hat, who's the main villain, Ferguson. So she follows them, and man, the nostalgia is real when they're driving up to the Overlook Hotel. I guess it's really nostalgic for me, especially because I live in Oregon, and the Overlook Hotel, the shots from the outside are uh, Timberline Lodge, which is on Mount Hood, and I've snowboarded up there and hung out up there, and I don't know, that's a lot of good memories, and a lot of nostalgia. So that hits me. That hits me heavy there when you hear that dun 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 dun. And oh man, and they bring back some of the old characters from The Shining, and there's just some moments that, man, you're just like, wow, they could not have written this any better. But I feel like I'm starting to just go on and on and on. But I don't know. Hopefully, I gave you a good detailed thought on this. I highly, highly, highly recommend you go check this one out, especially if you like The Shining. I mean, it's fantastic. But yeah, that's about all I've got on this one. Again, if you like this review, share it or tell people you know that they like horror movies, and maybe if they like my content here. I mean, I'm just gonna keep on bringing them. So yeah, but I hope you all have a great day, night, or morning, and I'll see you soon.